of you will get in contact with women and you will want to have sex as soon as possible. Okay, so when you're talking to a girl, what you got to do is that 90% of what you're saying and what you're doing should imply sex. Okay, so when you're talking to her, it should be about sex. What you should be doing is touching her while you're talking to her. So like, let's say for example, you're talking to a girl and y'all are talking about, you know, the weather or some shit, and you're on a date with her or whatever, and you're like, oh well, you know, it's real rainy out here, and I'm like, yeah, you know what, we should actually go back to your house and get in your bed where it's nice and warm. You know what I mean? Like it could be as soft as that, or it could be like, you know, we should go back to your house, get in your bed so I can fuck the shit out you. You know, it's like, you know, whatever. You have to make sure that what you're talking about is sex. You understand? The thing is that what you're going to do also is you're going to see how she reacts to that. Because a lot of times, if the girl is into you, she's going to react real positively toward that. So during the night, if you're, you know, you're talking about, you know, you talk about sex and then you throw in a little something else and you bring it back to sex. So you don't necessarily have to talk about sex every 2 seconds, but most of your conversation should be sexual. It should be real flirty and just leading towards her knowing that, hey, this guy wants to have sex with me. You understand? Because a lot of times what a lot of guys do is they say something sexual and then they take it back as if it's something wrong to say. And then that makes the girl feel like you're not sure of what you want and you're not a man. Like you're scared of what she's going to think. You're kind of like pussying out of how you wanted to do things with her. You understand? So it's kind of like you have to say it and be firm about it. You have to say, look, this is what I want to do. I'm feeling this. I'm feeling that. You could be, you know, jokey about it if you want, but don't ever be apologetic about it. Don't say, oh, no, I was kidding. I would never do that. And that's wrong. Like, you know, don't say that, because when you're telling a girl these sexual things, a lot of times it's turning her on, it's making her feel this energy. And then when you start to backtrack, you're disrupting that energy. You understand what I'm saying? So you just need to let her know, like, look, this is it. This is what is in this store, and that's it. And if you don't like what's in the store, go to another store. That's you're done. You understand what I'm saying? So, and if she's into that, she's going to keep it going. But the thing is that when you're apologetic about it, what you do is you disrupt the flow of that energy, and you don't ever want to disrupt that flow.